Cúigar agan fád a bhí an, Bert Corcaíoch agus trúr Blá Cliath. Arcing nua a bha mé féin agus Bert Corcaíoch, ach bhí Seán mac Conala agus luachara Pháirtí Dubh ag fille an Spáinn rééis fithe scór.
I gás na daoine ag go raibh bheithan na gomsártham, gosúla meartha, gosúla Eugene, bhí sí dílis don cúis an déanláthir sa Spáinn. Agus is cuimhin meartha ará, mar deir néine nach raibh scanrair, tá sé ag sin bréige. Bhí scanrair meartha, de bé an céadúr gur imigh sé as éireann féin, ní raibh sé fiúháin na Sasna roimh sin, so ba ógánach de 5 bliain dí sé ag dul trasna Sasna, ag dul trasna na Franca, ag drapadóracht th sléite piréin go dtí an Spáinn chun throid son cúis poblach na Spáinne.
Tháinig le céile sciobáil mór, timpeall Cúigeann ó Seasca fearr. Chomáis an méle, hí Francais, an Idális, an Gearmánis, agus teangacha eile na raithan mé á labhairt. Tugadh aitheantas dúin, anón go raibh an béle á labhairt againn, mar gasra éireannach. Bhí merige ar clocha os ciún an gceata, agus is cuibeann lom na focail air, ag dhító populáir, is é sin arm na Rinne. Cúd na luirithe tríd an gceata agus chudig méid an céadúr brat na Phoblachtach ar folún na lár an chlós, dearag buí agus corcra. Bhí mar ar halamh na Spáinne.
What happens as the Spanish Civil War progresses is that you have a further polarisation of left and right, so that really by the late 1930s you can speak of the communism versus fascism. Bishops in pastorals had warned about communism, and here was Spain, a Catholic country, which seemed to be succumbing to communism and anti-clerical violence. So it was a very strong emotional impact, and not surprisingly there was a revival of the Red Scares, which had occurred previously in the 1930s, and very soon there were large-scale demonstrations being led by the Irish Christian Front, and there was a huge feeling of anger at what was going on in Spain.
Faoin na consaí seo an tír dágáil agus dul leis an mrigáid an náisiúnta. Ní hamháin gur cinenne mhór folaitíochta bhí an, ach bhí sé glananna an túraimíocht coitianta sa tír ag an am. Ar an taobhfuil an scéal, na háirtaí i dagraigh an General Ó Duinnín chun troidir san Franco in aine Phoblachtach, d'ág siad an tír le bannacht na haglaise agus le poiblíocht go leabhar.
About 700 Irish men fought under General Ó Duinnín in the Irish Brigade, and the figures for the international brigades are much smaller, perhaps 150 to 200 members. But the difference was the Irish Brigade went all together in one unit, so quite easy to keep track of. They performed very badly in Spain, and they left, relatively quickly. Whereas communists and republicans fought for the Spanish Republic steadily between 1936 right up to late 1938.
Bhí siad ag tríd son an gcuismhaointear, son an gnádaoine a raibh Phoblachtach go raibh an Phoblacht sin faoi únsaí ag daoine seimhreann na Spáinne le comhaidhrú ó Hitler agus Mussolini, agus hiic siad go raibh an fhaisisteachais ag géirí bua-áilt sa Spáinn agus ina dhiaidh sin bua-áilt san Eorop féin, agus go gCogadh Phoblachtach na hÉireann cuidú le Phoblacht na Spáinne sa chas sin.
An céad mar a bháin a chunig mé sínta thaobh an tléimhe. Bhí sé na lí ar a gá dhéag sínta amachtaige ar an talamh. An bhaidin ribh sin, tháinig mar trasna na habhain, go mar 5,000 príosúnach, agus shiúla mar níos mó ná 50,000. Ach anois bhí an náhad ag teach cutha féin, agus an tíine ag imeachtaíomh. Fuair Franco an druscéil in an amigo ha pasada el Ebro. Go toban, chuig ciléir crin díreach trí mar cos clé. Og sémas ó rígáin cúnadom, dul síos go dtín baranco ná an luchtán, chun go bhéiteach lucht leis freastal orm. Curú tornací mar géib, dúrúlum, ná fág an tornací níos faide ná 4 uair a chléig agla mórga. Bhí an cosáin síos có cruachta, gur a bhégan dom grim dagan na cuineáil an síontán, agla go ditin an talamh. Dhéan na doctúr I gach éireacht an chanábh I mo chos a snáime ach daire an canáil lufa. Dainneán an dhíhil, bégan dom an chos I hascar fad. Féta marál a férinne, bhfuil cos lums in a week.
My mother told me that his father, my grandfather, was a very sort of proud, strong man, you know, the real manly type, and when they got word via the hospital that he was said to have been wounded, and he was very upset about it. She said that, which was unusual for him, such a strong man, you know. So they're all worried about him, I'd say.
No, bhí anim ní a mai cheanmháthair bhí céir a halóch dá amach go bóig a bhí trid sa Spáinn, agus bhí sé grá Padraig ar san go dteocha sé séir agus go dteocha sé ar eis go hÉireann. Ach nóir do ghuiineach é de cur maithair telegram cuaithe a grá go raibh sé gunta ach go raibh sé sláán. Agus nóir a tháinig fear a bhuiis leis a telegram, céir sé an telegram I láth má cheanmháthair go crosta agus dúirt sé ba cógam dheoch sé marmh tá sé ag trid na Christ.
De réir céile chur mé aithne ina banaltaí, Spáinne a bhórbhór, ach bhí Rúmánach, Americánach a Sasnach sa bharda. I measc na banaltaí Spáinneach do bhí Josephine I gceart lár ar síl. Is maile me ceapa go raibh sé ceanúil orm, go mór nuair a thug sí robíto orm, agus nach cleitte de aon sean amadán le grúig rua ach anam pata aici orm a bhí an. An uair deirg a chonig me Josephine ná am nolig in a dhé sin, nuair an éondí le na hógla geile go raibh mé ag fágáil na háite. An dréan I dro sé béir theoran na Franke, bhí sé meas buin do bhanaltaí a dan linne go raibh cór leis fós ag castar luha. Dólmid café le céile a mílan an stáisiún. Brief encounter a détá a hótéir.
People who came back and were regarded by the general population as having fought for communism and against the Catholic Church could expect a severe reaction. One thing you find is that a lot of Irish people who fought in the international brigades either don't return to Ireland or they return and very shortly leave again to another country where they can express their political opinions and where they won't be the victims of police surveillance or harassment or simple things like not getting a job.
Bhí maithir ag obair mar bhún tóir I Munscoil. Nuair a tháinig sé rás an Spáinn, well, ní raibh seans dá leidige obair áil I Scoil Cathartha ach bhí anáil leis apóstáil sa Scoil Dúdach.
When he came back from England, as he did in the 70s, we'd all, as Eugene is home, we'd all immediately up, down a few pints, the crack, the conversation, the dialogue and so on. He was very interesting, stimulating to it, fella, you know. For years he never mentioned Spain. In fact, the story we knew about the leg down, and there used to be this hairy story that, well, he was in London in the war of the bombing, and then another fairy story that he fell down the steps of a plane. It's only, I don't know why this happened, but then we discovered, my mother told me, it must have been in me late teens, early 20s, Spain. What's his eye? He was in Spain. Then it sort of emerged, we started probing.
Gin sé rodile a léirigh céco ullmhíonach agus céco múl agus bhí sé ná scríobh sé scéal eachtraí sa Spáinn as Gaeilge. So léirigh sé sin brábhíige don Gaeilge ach gur bhhail leis na scéalta bhain leis a chur os cóir an fóbal.
He wrote streams of stuff, all little anecdotes, experience of an Irishman in Spain. Spain meant a lot to him. The people he met in Spain had an enormous impact on him in the sense that he had a huge admiration for anyone who went to Spain, and he wanted to record it, and he also felt from Corn it would be written in the Irish language. In 1984, myself, and an elder brother of mine went over to Barcelona. We hired a car and we went touring around the battlefields, Gandesa, Beira, where he was wounded and so on, and he was describing the scene to us. Now, he was obviously collecting, refreshing his mind for the book, because he was in the process of compiling the book at the time.
Níor bhfuil maithar león go dtí go raibh sa Spáinn féin, agus féidir cardúil go mór in níos sin, ach dairg eachtra agus céir Brendan Byrne ceist maithar ó amháin, cad ba cúis leis an titim amach, agus ní mar ráma áthar in ná cuiineh in éacha, ach dúirt sé, he was an awkward whore, so dinis Brendan an scéil sin dón féin, agus thosaigh ón ag gairí, agus dúirt sé, tá ceart aige, is awkward whore me, céir sin mar lech cuiinecháin.
When he was in hospital in Spain, he became friendly with this nurse, Josephina. About a year before he died, he used to give me all his papers to take, and he gave me these letters. Sort of dismissed it, sort of died out. And he must have been enamoured of her, obviously, because she had an effect on him, because he still remembered the years afterwards,
For me litter o Josephina, ni a kildo Robito. Ni rahri imakdama na mohukan. Es bioga hogan she na moha hishin a hak kontin. Blúir a pápéir, crotáí, fiú sciorta boga. Bhí an dáta litir deirg fianna ó Malaga na Spáinne ná an téanú lá danar ní níla ní géad agus 13. Stampáilethe an glúdach bhí censúra militar Barcelona. Immel an chlúdaí hí na focail salúd a Franco arriba Spáinne. Bhí an phoblacht marabh gan dát.
Agus ná duine deród go meid an craibh do glór tíran a feiscint níos dearnaí go fethe treis an lei agus ag lethúr treis an dó dhéag, raimid siagaí an leide go 8 le cold case.